Hello friends, we are in the old Winnebago. I've been working on doing some cleanup, and I have to tell you, I have also been continuing to work on my mouse issue, and I'll kind of show you what I've been doing. So as you can see, I did do some spraying where there was some holes, hoping that I trapped the mice that I think are in here. So this is going to be the next thing that's going to come out, and I'm sure it's going to be full of ick. But I've probably caught about 20 mice, and several of them were babies. So my little contraption right here, and little peanut butter there, some crackers at the bottom just to kind of get them in. Once they fall in, they cannot get back out. So that's been nice and convenient for me to be able to then take them and release them down in the field. But I've been slowly bringing back some clothes, sorting clothes. Since the weather's getting so nice, I'm starting to sort out clothes that I'll be using for my new job, as well as then tank tops and light things for when I'm not working. Yeah. But what are we going to do right now? They're so excited. What are we going to do? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I attempted a yard sale last weekend, and all that stuff covered on there did sell a little bit, but most of that stuff is going to get donated. This under there, because it was kind of acting like it was going to rain yesterday. I have some dishes to give to my sister, and then some things that I'm going to work on for painting projects and stuff. But these guys want to get out, and we're going to do some running. Let's go do running. James has started having a mouse issue in his place, so we had the cat box and stuff in there just in case the cat got locked in. But this time of year, it's not a worry. And so we brought out all the cat stuff. He doesn't have cat food anymore, and I've made sure that the cat food in there is secure in a container, keeping the countertops really clean and all that we can try to do to get this going. James did buy some spray. It's a natural spray, and it actually smells really good because it's got natural ingredients in it, mint and other things, and we've been spraying that around the outside as well as in the inside around where we've seen them or we think they might be able to come and go. So we're hoping that's going to help. We are heading down the field, and all these wildflowers have recently popped up. We have some relatively new neighbors who have two dogs. One is old and blind, and they just let him kind of hang out. He stays right by the house. And then the other one is, I feel bad for him because there's no fencing over there, so he is left inside a fifth wheel on that property most of the day. He actually got in a fight the other day with our sweet boy Boogs, a neighbor that passed away's dog that his brother's taking care of. And that was pretty traumatic, I guess. Booger's just, gosh, he's 9, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and you know, he's an older guy, but he'll fight back if he gets attacked, and so that dog has to be kind of contained. He has been exposed to my dogs, and they did fine. They just sniffed. There was no fighting amongst them, so that was good. But yeah, so we are just going to be taking a walk and enjoying the beautiful lushness of this property as we're on the downhill slide of spring into summer. Our pond is looking good still. It'll start to go down soon, and over here is typically where it would drain out if it gets to a certain level, and it's not even draining anymore. So by the end of summer, it's pretty dry, and I just absolutely loved it when they were little puppies. when we'd come down here. And that particular year that they were born, I'll put it in a video. We had just the most beautiful, I called it summer, weather like this up until the end of October, and then the rains came. So this thing was really dry and muddy, but there was still some water, and they would just splash around. It was so cute. We are back in the shop. Oh, it's so nice and cool in here. This time of year, it stays cool. I'm gonna have to dig out my big fan here pretty soon. I have a big fan right here. Hi, girl. And her brother. She's hanging tight because I just heated up a chicken sandwich and have some chips. And I have one thing that's sold that I need to get ready to ship out, and it's this cute funky basket. Never seen anything like it. It's adorable. So gonna get that out in the mail. I have to find a box that fits in. But yeah, I went through a lot of things. I'll show you my crazy back room, because it does look honestly a lot better. So I have gone through and sorted, and so like everything in this area really is craft stuff and Christmas, but there's also Christmas here. But I pulled a lot of things out, more craft stuff. I got to bring the container that they'll slide into. Speaking of my fan, I should probably grab it before I block it again. But pulled a lot of stuff out that for the yard sale I had last Saturday, which was kind of a bust because it rained the afternoon and evening before. I had just gotten everything out and set up, and then the weather changed, so I was covering things up, and of course it always has to be windy when it rains around here. Not a lot of people came. I didn't make a lot of money, sold a few things, but the majority of the stuff that I had here that I went through was just stuff that I definitely couldn't list on eBay and just didn't fit the vibe for my store. I had stored them thinking maybe I'll try to do something with them. I did keep some things for crafts, some things that didn't sell that I'm gonna try to list again. But for the most part, like I said, it was a bust. But the good thing is that I did take the time to get through those, got a lot of boxes out of here, and I'm going to get those to Goodwill. A lot of garbage that I'm going to dump, and then we'll just continue listing. This little table needs to be glued and clamped. I don't know that I have a clamp big enough. I may see if my neighbor does. But it's kind of become the catch-all table with little vases and things like that. I have some really pretty, a lot of glass. And once I am done with this glass, I'm not going to go for it. I mean, some of this I did buy, some of it was given to me. This guy was in a box. He needs a little bit of a refresh, and then I'm going to list him. I did close down my Etsy shop because I really just wasn't listing there. But my goal for the summer is to get going on doing more crafting again, a lot of painting and those kinds of things. So I did pull out some things that I'm going to use. I need to put this back with my pet stuff. Like I said, things got crazy. I found this yesterday right after I had watched Jamie Ray Vintage, Jamie and Zeb making things with these tart pans, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that. But again, a lot of these rusty crusty things, some of them are gonna stay as is, but I want to do some painting on metal and maybe even some IOD transfers or maybe some stenciling, something like that. So I am gonna go ahead and get back to work and get this listed, or excuse me, get this ready to ship, get some more listing done, and then take a break to enjoy the rest of this beautiful day before I have to go back to work tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, for coming back and checking on what I've been up to, and I will see you on the next episode. Keep looking up.